Hi, my name is Sean Smith. My shop is United Automotive. I'm in Imlay City, Michigan. And if you guys need anything chromed, look me up. You can go to the grocery store and buy distilled water. It's absolute pure steam distilled water. The other companies will try and sell you a $2,500 to $5,000 water filtration system it's nice, but you don't need it. It would take forever to recoup that money that you're going to spend, and plus you have to buy filters when you can spend $1 a gallon and use Absol Pure. There's no testing, no worrying if it's clean. You just pour it out and go. Those are bumpers that were all rusted and pitted. We smoothed them out with polyester filler, put some primer on them, and right now that's in the PChrome base coat right there. They're ready to chrome. This is a flexible plastic snowmobile windshield. You can put it on anything. Plastic, metal, aluminum, steel, or a rubber ball. Alright, as you can see, it's just a homemade little booth. It works great. It's got the floors tapered to where you can have various parts in. The water runs down in the floor and then it runs out through a drain. This is the gun system, and I switched it up a little bit. They normally come with 2 bottles that hang off the bottom, and it's a little bulky in certain spots or when you're trying to do a big part. So I just made a quick gravity system just from some cheap bottles and some hoses. You know, it only took 50 bucks to hook it all up that way. It holds a lot more, and the bottles you're not holding onto the bottles and worrying about if they're not gonna suck right or something. Take a little torch.
That's a propane torch?
Yep, it's a little propane torch. You don't need to flame real hot. Just keep it about a couple inches long. And all you have to do is just pass it over real quick, but make sure you get everything.
Are you picking up that sweat? Yeah.
It's really simple. It's cool because everything is the same measurement all the way across the board, so you don't get confused if the chemicals are if you put this in or put this in, and so everything's even. So the sensitizer, I always give everything just a little shake. Sensitizer goes in. We're going to put 15. Grab your Absol Pure water. Top it off. That line right there is a quart. So there's a quart. I take 2 cups and mix it together. Makes it easier. There's no stirring. I just swish it a couple times. Next one's the silver. S. Same thing. 15. If you get it on your hands, you're going to have black hands for a while. Last one is the R. This is something else that's cool. The R is only one step. There's only one. On the other companies, they have a 2-part that goes in this last set here, and it's hard to mix up a teeny bit because you split 15 milliliters in half and you start getting a small. You tend to get over or under, and it's really tough to keep it exact. there's a cleaner that goes on first, and we'll mix that up too. It's just like it's kind of like a soapy water. You just spray it on through a squirt bottle and let it set a few seconds, and then rinse it off with the distilled water, and then you start chroming. All right. This is the only one that mixes a little different. It's 30 milliliters. I just use a squirt bottle. Hopefully I can get it in there without making a mess. This is just the plain water.
You just use that to rinse off the sensitizer, I guess?
Yep, you use that to rinse everything. The sensitizer, the silver. Now we're ready to chrome. That can sit forever.
Yeah.
That's just the soapy water. The rest should be made every day.
Yeah.
You really should remake, you know, I would say, yeah, after you're done in the day, try not to make too much because it is expensive. And if you waste it, you know, but you really shouldn't try and reuse it the next day. You're just asking for problems. Now we're ready to spray. Don't forget your respirator, some rubber gloves. I'll be holding some of the parts so your hands don't end up black for 3 weeks. Let's do it. All right, a couple things before we get started. Got to prime the lines. Make sure everything can't have any air bubbles. So I just run it until it quits. Nice, smooth. All set. This is the most important one. Make sure you got both these working even. Make sure there's no air. All the air is gone. Good to go. Start with the wax and grease. Spray it on. Just wait a little bit, rinse that off. Now notice, see how the water is beating up? You don't want that. Here we go. Sensitizer. Wait for a few seconds. Now you rinse it off. Make sure you rinse it really good because you'll get brown spots and stuff if you miss a spot. Notice how the water is slick. Sheets that easy. That's all. Make sure you rinse it really good. And blow it dry. It's nice to get the moisture off of it just a little bit more. I just use a hair dryer, just to make sure, because it is water based. You got to make sure you get all of it dry. There can't be any moisture in the part before you top coat it. This is the PChrome top coat. I mix up just a little bit where you can see through it, where it's not a real dark purple, but you can see through it. I just put in a couple drips. That's the first coat. You put the purple on,
Yeah.
and then top coat it with the clear.
Okay.
And you go until it's the right color.
Okay. I see.
Learn before you earn. Classes are forming now for PChrome University. Go to www.pchrome.com for more information.